All right, so hello everybody. Hello our Fordham alumni and Fordham Ramley. Ed Cull with you here, Director of Athletics, Fordham University. Our special guest, a special alum today, is graduate of 2008 men's basketball, Bryant Dunston. Please say hello, Brian.
How you doing? What's up, everybody?
For all of you who have not been probably maybe paying attention, Bryant had an incredible year, which we'll talk about and start with, and then we'll dive into some past of his career. His very, very successful international basketball career, as well as his time here at Fordham from 2004 to 2008. But Bryant, you not only won one championship this year, you won two championships, the Turkish and the EuroLeague championship. Please talk about that, and congratulations again to you and your family.
Thanks a lot, man. It's still like a dream, to be the best team in Europe. It's crazy to think about, especially with the amount of talent that we have over there now. A lot of teams that win the EuroLeague, they kind of relax and kind of just give up on their domestic league. But we went in and proved in Turkey that we're also the best team in Turkey. So it was really amazing the last like month and a half of the season.
Talking about that EuroLeague championship and that Turkish League championship, how funny was it to see Ertan Gazi show up on your roster and have another Fordham basketball player show up on your team? You must have to do a little double take to have to confirm that was the case, that you found another Fordham Ram.
Yeah, it's crazy. It shows you how small the world is, that you can be. I graduated a long time ago, and have a guy from Cyprus go to Fordham, and then is on my team after graduating. It's crazy, but it's also double-edged sword, because every time he makes a mistake, our assistant coach looks at me and says, "This is what they teach at Fordham." But I mean, he gets a little praise here and there too, but he's younger, so they don't want to give him too much praise too early. But like for me, I think they're a really great player.
That's fun to have two Fordham connections there on a Turkish championship team, and Ertan Gazi. We congratulate him as well and wish him the best. I know we've been trying to connect with him also. We'll get him involved in our alumni catch-ups also. But congrats to you, and that was your second Turkish championship. You also won it in 2019. That's correct?
Yeah, before the pandemic. So last year they canceled the league in the middle, in like mid-March, something like that. So we never actually got to finish. Otherwise, it probably would have been 3 in a row. But we don't want to be overconfident. We got 2. We'll settle for 2.
I was going to bring up the 3 in a row, but I didn't want to obviously pour any salt in the wound. Yeah. Challenging year, but you surely have made the best of a very difficult pandemic year, and congrats to you. So Brian, you graduated Fordham in 2008. Mm-hmm. You had a tremendous Fordham career as well, and I want to talk a little bit about that, and then I'll give it to you. So you in 120 games in your career, you appeared in all 120 of them. You started 118 of them. You finished second place all-time Fordham's all-time scoring list with the 1,832 points. Third place all-times on the rebound list with 993, and you're Fordham's career block shots leader, graduating 294 block shots. Incredible. Talk about your time here at Fordham, what it meant to you, as well as, of course, the fun, hopefully the fun experience and time you had playing basketball in Rose Hill.
About all the stats and stuff, I didn't really care about that too much. I was just trying to win and help our guys, make a name for ourselves. When I came to Fordham, Derek Wittenberg, the coach at the time, was preaching about passion and patience, and saying that we can change the culture here, and start making everybody think about Fordham basketball as a really like successful program to come to. So our class that came in was actually five freshmen. And I think, I'm not sure if by the end of the year we were all starting, but we were pretty much the core of the team for all 4 years. So I was really happy. It felt really good to come out there and give everything I could for the team. For a little while, we changed and had everybody think and probably could have enjoyed it a little bit more. I was always thinking about the next step, but I think everybody does that. Once you leave, you feel like, man, I really miss this place, So I'm glad I'm getting to reconnect with everybody now.
Well said. I think that's a common feeling for many college students, that you kind of get so caught into the daily routine, the daily grind, and the effort of working hard athletically and academically and pursuing career aspirations and career goals, that, like you said, you kind of wish you would have stopped and looked around a little bit longer and enjoying that. I think that's common, but that's great that you speak so much detail and so eloquently about your experience at Fordham. I think you're spot on. And that freshman class that you speak about, you were a member of 5, coming out of Queens, New York, which I love as a fellow Queens kid myself. And you're St. John's Prep. I won't hold that against you as being an Archbishop Malloy myself. But tell me why Fordham and kind of how that came about. And you had a lot of choices. You were heavily recruited. Talk about why Fordham for you.
Yeah. It was a difficult decision, but I kind of just followed my gut instincts. My family is a really big part of why I played basketball and why I continued to get better. My parents always encouraged me. My sister played. The basketball was always in our family, and I wanted them to be a part of that. So to be somewhere close, right there in the Bronx, was important for me. My family is a really big part of why I started playing basketball and why I continued to get better. Their constant encouragement of me, my dad pushing me to be better, was really a key part of me succeeding. So I wanted them to be able to be a part of that. And also the way that Derek Wittenberg described Fordham and the way he saw the future of Fordham, it made me believe that I could be a part of something special. And I always thought of myself as an underdog, and I saw this as an opportunity to try and put a team on the map and be a part of something special. And also because academically, one of the best schools in the country. Reputation is very, very big. A lot of important alumni. So definitely one of the best schools to go.
Well said, Bryant. And we're going to make you a part of our recruiting video here moving forward. I know you haven't had a chance to meet Coach Neptune yet, but we're excited to get you two together in terms of in person here shortly. And they've been doing a lot of recruiting here with 10 new student athletes in the last 3 months since he's been on. And I know getting you involved and you being a part of that recruiting pitch is going to be extremely helpful, because you're everything that makes a Ram special. And so we appreciate you. You graduate in 08. You start an incredible run and journey that continues to go on today, playing international basketball professionally. Obviously a dream for someone who loves the game like you. A EuroLeague champion, obviously talked about that this year, 2-time Turkish League champion. You were Defensive Player of the Year twice for the EuroLeague, all-time leader in blocks in the EuroLeague, a FIBA Cup championship in 13, a Greek championship in 15, 3-time Turkish President's Cup winner, Italian League steals leader, all Israel first team league. I mean, you've done KBL Player of the Year in 2010. KBL 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just amazing in terms of your journey, your basketball success. Talk about kind of how and what this has meant in terms of your life, your international experiences, seeing the world, playing the game you love, playing it at a high level successfully. Those, of course, in the States may not understand or fully follow the game that way, obviously, Bryant, but you just remarkable in what you continue to do and what you have done in your international basketball career. Talk about what it's meant to you as now you sit here, a dad of 1, soon to be a dad of 2, and where basketball has brought you in your life is it's incredible.
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride from where I started to where I am now. Extremely blessed just to have met the people I've met, and experience the things that I have, gone to different countries and stuff. I always like to travel. Even when I was younger, I saw that I had that in me. Like I wanted to, go to different places and see things. And basketball has got me there. I met my wife in Greece when I played basketball there. It's I don't know if I would ever meet her if I didn't play basketball, but who knows? But basketball has opened a lot of doors for me, and I know that maybe a lot of people only focus on the NBA and they see those things as okay, you got to get to the NBA to be successful or whatever. But there's so many opportunities out there, and it's not just the NBA, and it's not just the EuroLeague. There's so many other ways that you can earn a living playing basketball, and you can be successful and live the life that you want to live. So I'm beyond blessed and thankful to have had the career that I have and still is going on.
Well said, and I'm glad you like traveling, because you have traveled. You've traveled at the highest level. You've traveled this world, and you've done it extremely well and successfully, chasing your dreams and playing the game you love and building your family. And we congratulate you on your second child that you're expecting in November, I believe the end of November, which is very exciting for you. And I believe your first child is about a year and a half. So I think your daughter's a year and a half, and you're expecting a son. Yeah. So we wish you nothing but the best there. Bryant, if I could ask you, all of our recent graduates, the advice you would give as a kid from Queens in the Bronx, playing the game he loves, going to Fordham University, and obviously getting tremendous education and having a tremendous basketball career, to continuing to internationally play professional basketball for the 13 years you have. Give some advice to those students who are unsure of the future, maybe questioning what their next steps are and direction. What advice do you have for our recent graduates and our alums out
there? First of all, congratulations, because what you've done is amazing. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to finish college and graduate. But at the same time, just want to say, be patient. Don't rush into something that you don't feel that you're going to give your best at. If you believe in something, you believe in yourself, and you say, okay, I want to do this, push as hard as you can for that. Because you might not have that opportunity later. Let's say you say, okay, I want to be, I don't have an example. You want to be one thing. So you say, okay, I'll do that later once I have more time. Right now I just got to pay some bills and do this, whatever. So I'm going to do this job. No, if you want to do that thing, figure out how to be the best at that thing and work your tail off to be the best at that thing. So there's a lot more talented players, a lot more gifted players, but you have to work for me, as far as a basketball player, you have to work as hard as you can on everything to become the best that you want to do. So, I mean, no matter what field you're in, you're going to have to work hard. A lot of people think that talent is going to get you there, or that something's going to come to you easily, or somebody's going to discover you in this. You have to work hard to get there first. So just keep working hard. Don't beat yourself up too much if it doesn't happen the first try, because a lot of times you're going to fail. You have to keep going. This is my, I think, 13th year professional. I made it to the EuroLeague after my fifth season, and I didn't win the championship until this year. So all those years, I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I kept working, kept believing, and then now I won the EuroLeague championship. So it happens for different people at different times. Just don't give up. Keep working hard. Don't give up. That's what I live by.
Well said, perfectly said, Bryant. I appreciate that message, and we'll make sure we share that with all of our recent graduates, our new alums, and our past alums who are going to be so excited to get your updates. And I look forward to getting you back to campus when time is appropriate, and introducing you to our new men's basketball coach, Kyle Neptune. Between the transfer portal and COVID and recruiting and kind of building a brand identity and a culture environment for our basketball program. Excited for you to meet our players and and give your story a message. I think it's so uplifting, it's so inspiring, and I know it's going to motivate them. So obviously we look forward to celebrating you and honoring you when you come back to Rose Hill Gymnasium. Please continue to stay in touch. I thank you so much for your time. Again, congrats on the 2 championships, the EuroLeague and Turkish Championships this year. Congrats on your beautiful family, your daughter who's 1.5, and I know you're expecting a son in November. We wish you nothing but the best, and we're always here to help you. And thank you again for your time today.
Thank you very much for having me, man. This is great. I always want to be a part of Fordham, and hopefully we can do more of these.